Where do I pull that up? Where do I pull that up? Let's pull it up here. Capcom Unity.com. Complete list of VTrigger 2s in Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Let's make it bigger. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition coming January 16th. Every character will receive a second VTrigger that opens up new options, mix-ups, and combos. We previously teased a few of them, but now we're ready to reveal them all. Continue reading for screenshots and descriptions of each character's second VTrigger. Ryu. While active, press heavy punch plus heavy kick to use Ishin, a technique that counters the opponent's attacks. Upon countering attack, this looks like his focus attack, by the way. A shockwave energy will be released around Ryu. If the shockwave hits the opponent, Ryu will perform a strike attack. What does it mean if the shockwave hits the opponent? You're countering an attack. That seems really odd, right? Why would you counter attack and then the shockwave would not hit? Upon using it, Ryu can counter everything except throws. So it parries everything, just like his parry basically, except it's a V-trigger parry. The opponent will be vulnerable to additional attacks after the strikes, so it's basically like the FADC level 2 or something, to make for a great opportunity to deal major damage. That's weird. Whoever wrote these doesn't seem like they played the game, but you can't tell. You're right, Gilkey. Monster Hunter World does look like a AAA title. It's a V-trigger that parries. You press a button to parry, so it's not guaranteed. But it says here, so this is the part that's confusing. It says, upon countering an attack, right? Then a shockwave of energy will be released, right? And if the shockwave hits the opponent. So if I'm reading this correctly, I'm reading it as, if you counter an attack, then a shockwave of energy will be released, right? So if you counter an attack, then a shockwave will be released. So if you countered, then the energy is released. Why is it if this energy hits the opponent? That's what I'm saying. I don't know, it's confusing to me. Chun-Li fires a ball of energy with both her hands. Press both heavies to fire another Kikosho. Is that just like a super then? That's super weird. For Kikosho after V-Trigger activation, hold down the buttons and Kikosho will gain guard break properties. Guard break properties? Wait, what? That sounds cheap. You can just activate V-Trigger, break their guard, and then fuck them up? Is that what I'm reading there? Doesn't that seem really good? That seems really good. Notepad says, I bet you need to charge it. It just says, hold down the buttons. Nash has a stealth dash. With stealth dash, Nash quickly moves towards his opponent. During movement, press punch for just a corridor strong overhead punch move, or press kick for just a shell kick that launches the opponent. Is the kick low? Because otherwise it's not a mix-up. So press back for a quick stop, make his V-trigger great for high speed movement options. So basically he can go overhead or launcher or back. And they both can be cancelled on hit or block. So you can do special moves out of them. Or keep up his pressure on block. And the same move cannot be cancelled into itself. So I guess he has unlimited uses of it in V-Trigger. That sounds interesting. Hopefully it takes away his V-meter as he uses it each time. That's an interesting one. Because that will give him a V-Trigger that's not just like an instant use. It'll have like a bar running down, you know? Let's see. M. Bison's Psycho Nightmare. While active, press the heavies to perform Psycho Crusher special move. Damn, that's so crazy that he has Psycho Crusher only from V-Trigger 2. He also gains Psycho Charge. You press reverse half circle and kick to perform a command throw that infuses the opponent with Psycho Power. If an opponent has been hit with Psycho Charge, the Psycho Power infused into them will explode after a set period of time. If the charge is successful, the infusion can also be detonated with Psycho Judgment. What is Psycho Judgment? So it's either it explodes after a set period of time, or you can detonate it. I think that's what that means. That sounds pretty cheap. So basically his second V-Trigger sounds pretty good. It gives him Psycho Crusher, or it gives him a command throw. Is that better than his first V-Trigger? It's definitely interesting either way. Because his first V-Trigger was very much like Thunder and Killer Instinct. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, it's super weird for Bison to have a command throw, right? So reverse half circles and a weird notation for a Bison player, I guess. That seems pretty cool, though. I feel like his first V-Trigger will still be good unless you're like really into command throw and command throw setups. It's gonna be crazy. Cammy, Delta Ambush. She flies towards her opponent, pressing forward plus it for Delta Step, which is a quick forward dash. There are no move variations from Delta Step. Cammy can cancel her normal moves from the dash. Cancel her normal moves from the dash? I don't know what that means. Use it in combos. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. Does that mean you can do the dash into normals? Or does that mean you can do normals into the dash? I think that means you can do normals into the dash. Use it in combos to help her keep up a fast-paced offensive rush. And you can press kick during Delta Ambush for the downward kick move reverse edge. Or press punch for the command throw. So it's basically like a hooligan, I guess. That better be really plus on block or something. Otherwise, the only reason this would be good if she had the Delta Step thing was good. The Delta Step thing sounds kind of like Laura pressure, which is, in general, I think if that Delta Step is good, that could be a better V-Trigger for her than what she currently has for number 1. This is like SAT level reading comprehension. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, Birdie time. While in Birdie time, press the heavies together to perform a new chain attack. Bull swing is a high chain attack and allows for follow-up attacks. Does that mean it counts as an overhead or not? That's very confusing. Or does that mean you can duck it? Probably not, right? Allows for follow-up attacks. So it's like a command grab that's a combo starter. It's a high one and bull captures a low-hitting chain attack that targets the opponent's feet. Use the directional buttons for the different versions. Flame Birdie shoots from his mouth on activation. Have a hitbox, and on hit, the opponent can be hit with an additional attack. Also, the low-hitting chain bull capture can interact with the objects Birdie throws on the ground for his V skill. Whoa, that sounds crazy. So you could roll a can at them, and then you could do low chain, and it'll do something to the can. Maybe it'll hit them at the opponent as an overhead or something. That'd be crazy. Or you can reposition your bananas. That's funky. They showed it on the stream? That sounds cool. Ken has a Shinryuken. It's a powerful multi-hit rising Shoryuken. If it hits rapidly pressed punts, it changes the properties of the move, which probably just means more hits. Landing recovery of the max strength version from rapid button presses can be special move cancelled. So in the corner, you'll be able to do cool shit with it, I assume. Or, as soon as you're up in the air, you could do EX Tatsu downward with it, maybe? Damn, I think that's what it sounds like. This is a very interesting V-Trigger for him. This is probably better for him? I don't know. The can hits them first and the chain still can hit? Whoa. It's probably not a just range. It's probably just mash punch for more hits. But the part that's interesting is, like, once you go all the way up, you can still special cancel it, right? So you could do like a Tatsu. And if you do like EX Tatsu, you'll probably land before them. And you could probably still uppercut and maybe uppercut again afterward. So it sounds like hella damage. This sounds like a V-Trigger. Oh man, this is going to be disgusting. Imagine this, like, Ken's going to hit you with like roundhouse, crush counter, into run. Into like just V-Trigger activation, right? Or you can just probably do like roundhouse, crush counter, and then V skill for the run right at the same time. And then what does he get? Does he get another roundhouse after crush counter? Or does he just get like fierce into V-Trigger? Man, I don't even know. I wonder if this one also runs forward like this other V-Trigger. A few steps. Probably not. Christie's happy somewhere? Probably not. He's probably gonna be like, yo bro, why does Chun get a fucking guard break and Ken only gets an uppercut? You know, I don't know. Akali, Cloud and Mirror. Starting with Arcade Edition, Cloud and Mirror is a special move Akali gains. After activating his V-Trigger 1? Wait, so he doesn't even get a second V-Trigger? What? I'm so confused. It's a ranged attack when Akali jumps at his opponent with a strike. Like his overhead? He already has an overhead like that. I wonder what it looks like. Hold down the button to greatly increase the move's strength. Jeez Louise. Akali can juggle the opponent after the max strength version hits. Since it has quite a bit of startup used together with culminated power to void, having the opponent take advantage of the startup. That's super odd. That's super odd. And here I was hoping that like his feet would swell up and turn red or some shit, you know? But nope. He gets to keep his crazy hair. And crazy movement options too. And everything else that they gave him. Let's see, Vegas. Ooh. So instead of the rose, what did they give him? While active, press the heavies to perform Flash Arc Rosa, which will counter the opponent's attack, or perform the counter attack independently with Flash Arc Granate. So you can do a counter, or you can just do the attack part of the counter. Upon landing a successful counter, Vega will counterattack, kick the opponent up in the air, leaving them vulnerable to additional attacks. So it's a launching counter. It's good for use. The attack by itself is good for use in combos, but keep in mind that Flash Arc Granate cannot counter attacks. I think I'd rather have the rose. The rose gets you out of corners and shit like that, so I think his is kind of whack. Mika steel chair. Nadeshko will run out from behind Mika and throw a steel chair at the opponent. Hold down the button for fine and dirty when Nadeshko will run up to the opponent and take 2 swings at them with the steel chair. Steel chair hits multiple times, making it a great tool for combos. As Nadeshko attacks twice with steel chair and fine and dirty, use it together with Mika's attacks to open up the opponent. Is that better? It's probably just as effective. It's probably going to be really good too. But it's just gonna, like, typically, like, when you know Nadeshko's coming in, it's going to be the same sort of situation, right? Except I think This one, because there's multiple hits in the chair, like if she just throws a steel chair at the opponent versus when she holds it and she comes and takes 2 swings, I want to know what those animations look like, just so, because if they look really similar, then this one should be a better mix-up. It's a steel chair in Street Fighter, you happy enough? Zeral DD says Akali has a second V-Trigger, they just don't talk about it. Are you sure? I did not see the AE move list, Zeral DD. Alright, so that's Mika. Karin. While active, Karin will be able to use her counter move. Okay. What Karin does afterwards will change depending on the type of attack she counters. It's interesting. Countering a low attack results in this thing while all other attacks will result in that thing. Both moves can be cancelled from the recovery of her special moves and V skill. I think that just means that once you counter, you can go into your like Gurenken super or something, you know? And V skill? So basically she gets a counter. That's interesting. I don't know that this is better or worse either. Like, I think a huge part of Karin is just hitting the roundhouse crush counter combo, right? CFN website got the AE move this up. Ryu got donkey kickback. No way. Really? Ryu got donkey kickback? Damn, that makes sense. Laura's V-Trigger 1 is 3 bars. Sick. Rashid. Isafa. Strengthens Rashid's kick special moves while active. Is that just a mini tornado? Not the big tornado? What the hell? It's like a half tornado? Press the buttons to perform Haboob. Haboob? A wind projectile has a different trajectory than its whirlwind shot. That's interesting. Strengthens the forward movement and hit properties of kick special moves, increases range and provides for other strengthening effects. Also increases the jump speed and distance of his front flip and elbows. That sounds hella like his V-Trigger 1. Allows Rashid to perform a wall jump after EX Eagle Spike hits. So Eagle Spike hits, then you can wall jump. That could be cool if you could do multiple in one combo. A boob. Zangief Cossack Muscle. Change the properties of Screw Pile Driver and Borscht Dynamite. What the hell is Borscht Dynamite? What is that? Is that running bear grab? So it changes the properties of it until the V gauge runs out. Or if one of them is hit successfully. Increases damage. And SPD can be special move cancelled. What? SPD can be special move cancelled and will combo, leading to command throw combos that usually aren't possible. Oh, so Borscht Dynamite is air SPD? Okay. So he can do SPD into combo with this new V-Trigger. That'll be a good, that'll be really interesting to see what Geef players choose. I guess you choose this one if you're going against a character that doesn't have a good projectile game. But if you have a good projectile game, you go with V-Trigger 1 maybe. Damn, that sounds crazy. Yoga Sansara. Multi-hit fire orb of fire right in front of him. Isn't this like kind of like his old Ultra? His V-Trigger can also be performed in the air. Whoa. Hitting the fire orb with Yoga Flame or Yoga Gale will change its properties? Whoa. Oh, so just he puts out the orb and then hitting with Yoga Flame will put it in motion. And its trajectory will differ depending on the move used. It'll keep moving while on screen. Its trajectory can be further changed by hitting it again. Holy crap, that sounds cool. That sounds pretty tight. Laura's shock stance. While active, Laura will be able to perform the dodge maneuver Matsuda Sway by pressing both heavies during the sway. Press it again to perform the command throw shock choke. I wonder if the sway is basically like her forward dash thing. The sway dodges non-throw attacks. Oh shit. So it goes through normals. So her V-Trigger is going to go through normals. And you press forward with it for a forward dash. Damn, that's crazy. So you can do the sway. If they backdash, you forward dash. Do the sway again. If they hit a button, you're through, and then you command grab. Shock choke can be performed from the dash. So Laura can use this to avoid. Wow, you can also do the command grab from the forward dash. So Laura can use this to avoid her opponent's big attacks and close the distance. That sounds pretty interesting. That sounds pretty interesting. I don't know if it's worth, depending on the number of bars that she has compared to her V-Trigger 1. But it still seems pretty good. Going through normals, especially in Street Fighter V, where people are trying to fish for like a wake up button or a crush counter button, like that sounds pretty interesting. And it's only a Geef's one is only 2 bars. Damn. Fangs. Let's see. Nishikyu and Ryu Bend will be strengthened while active. So his fireballs and his ground thingamajigger will be strengthened while active, with an increase in hits and attack hitbox. Increase in hits and attack hitbox. So it turns him into a zoner temporarily. I mean, he's a pretty good zoner. That's really... I wonder how good that'll be. It's definitely better than his V-Trigger 1, right? V-Trigger 1 currently just makes them take damage over time when you're close to them. While active. Nikan Kyaku can be performed from Nishikyu, giving Fang a way to close the distance and open up his opponent in close. Oh shit, this sounds way better. I'm pretty sure this is his command dash. So you can throw out the fireball and cancel into dash. So he's going to be really mix-up heavy once he has V-Trigger active. So this sounds really good. This sounds really good. He gets Akuma fireballs. I guess that's basically what it makes him. Yeah, it's a great point, Superdee. He's probably just going to throw out the fireballs, and the dash is going to be the while you're blocking the fireballs. And then depending on which strength of dash he goes to, you're going to get a free mix-up. That's going to be pretty cool. Alex, Rage Boost. While in Rage Boost, Alex will gain the moves Flying DDT and Choke Sleeper. Those sound cool. Flying DDT is a moving throw. So basically like running bear grab, I guess, that works against standing opponents. In addition to being a surprising mid-range attack, Flying DDT can be cancelled from moves that cause a lot of hit stun. Okay. Resulting in somewhat long-range combo ability. Choke Sleeper can be formed only after Flash Chop on hit or block. And on hit, leaves Alex in close to continue his offensive pressure. Choke Sleeper only hits close range, so be mindful that range at which the Flash Chop hits. Okay. Ibuki. Ooh, this is going to replace the bombs. Let's see. She'll throw a giant shuriken at the opponent, which comes back after going off screen. Somehow I think the bombs will be better. Just already from reading the first sentence. Pressing it once, which is for use against ground opponents, and press back plus sit, which is angled upwards for anti-air usage. Due to the length at which the shuriken is not on screen, she serves to limit the opponent's movements. Ibuki can continue to combo the opponent after hit, and if it's blocked, she can use her airborne kunai. KDL 306 Kenny with the 16 months in a row. Scared the shit out of me, man. I was reading. Welcome back, Kenny. Welcome back. I was trying to figure out, like, is this going to be better than 2 bombs? Probably not. If it's blocked, she can use her airborne kunai to confuse the opponent's attempts to block. This V-Trigger is trash. I'm calling it now. Compared to her V-Trigger 1, I don't think we're going to see Ibuki players using this one. Thanks for the free shit, Rip. You're welcome, Kenny. Guile's Knife Edge. Knife Edge is a power V-Trigger for Guile's somersault kick. The somersault kick will create a projectile that will be fired towards the opponent. Whoa, what? I didn't realize it sent out projectiles. I thought it just did multiple flash kicks. This projectile can be on screen at the same time as Sonic Boom and Sonic Cross. While Guile will perform 2 iterations of kicks for his EX somersault. While active, Guile will perform 2 iterations of kicks for EX somersault. The EX version doesn't have the projectile like the normal version does. Aha! So flash kicks send out Sonic Boom pressure, basically? Weird. Good feats in combos and counterattacks. I wonder if you can do like V-Trigger on, anti-air, flash kick, and then the projectile hits them, and Guile still gets to hit like, you know, the, what is it, forward medium kick, the knee, or something like that. You know, that would be crazy, right? Just get another combo and then go into reset. Sounds like it could be interesting. Urien, Tyrant Pressure. Okay, so is this going to replace Aegis Reflector? While active, Urien gains the special move Tyrant Blaze, a multi-hit tackle attack. Hold down the buttons to charge the move. Hold down the button to charge the move. Alright. Urien will have super armor while charging, and charging changes the move properties. While charging, Urien will have super armor, allowing him to absorb an attack. A maximum charge Tyrant Blaze will guard break the opponent and put them into a juggle state. How are you going to get a maximum charge on it for guard break? How could you get that? I feel like Aegis Reflector is probably better, but if there are situations where you get a guaranteed guard break, like, you know, because guard break for Ryu required super meter, right? And V-Trigger. But if you just do something like this, where you just charge up the V-Trigger and do it, it sounds pretty darn good. But we'll see. I assume V-Trigger Aegis is still better. Jury, Feng Shui Engine Beta. She emits a field around her that drains her opponent's EX gauge. Whoa. Taking it for her own, so she steals meter? Oh shit. Roundhouse kick she performs upon activation as a hitbox and draws the opponent in, giving a good opportunity to absorb the opponent's gauge. The gauge absorption effect is paused while Jury performs a throw and when she is in mid-air. So she wants to stay grounded to steal your meter. That's pretty interesting. I mean, as long as it steals like meter pretty fast. This is all going to depend on how fast it steals meter. I like how they just reuse the screenshots. All right, we're running out of time. You know, we already got the Jury one. Just put Balrog too. All right, put them both on screen. All right, same stage. All right, take the screenshot of Balrog here too. Balrog No Mercy. While active, press both things for his command throw. B3. Damn, is that the headbutt thing? If Balrog is having trouble opening his opponent up, this V-Trigger can help improve his offensive abilities. While in close, B3 also deals a high amount of stun. So the opponent already has a lot of stun built up, and active V-Trigger can make them feel pressured. Damn, that could be pretty good. Especially in a situation where Balrog has like a lot of meter on deck. You know, just go for command grabs until they're stunned and then just body them with like damage from the super and everything, right? And he still has his V skill for mix-ups. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. I think, personally, I would prefer this V-Trigger. Personally, I would prefer this one. But, we'll leave that to the Balrog players. Link for the article is just capcomunity.com. It's the first thing listed there, but here's the full link. Akuma. Using Shiretsu Hashi, Akuma can link together powerful attacks using the V timer instead of the EX gauge. So he uses the V gauge for EX moves, grounded, heavy punch, and heavy kick attacks, and each of his special moves can be cancelled into EX special moves. What? What? So you could do like an uppercut into air fireball? There are many moves he'll be able to cancel into the EX special moves, giving him the ability to deal great damage over a number of situations. It doesn't require meter, it requires V meter. I mean, his current V-Trigger is pretty darn good. Ooh, it's getting late, 2:36 a.m. But yeah, I think this will be really cool and flashy. But I think that his current V-Trigger is still pretty buff to just be really allow him to be really offensive, very pressure heavy. Zeral DD claims that there will be no Raging Demon once he has this open. Because that's weird, right? Because this one uses the V-Trigger gauge and he still has his meter. But I guess since the Raging Demon is only available from V-Trigger 1, like you can't do it normally when he's not activated in V-Trigger 1 prior to AE, then I guess it could make sense that there's no demon available in this V-Trigger 2. So I think with the Raging Demon as well as an option, I think that V-Trigger 1 will probably end up being better, but we'll have to see what the damage kind of output is with this. Sounds interesting though, sounds flashy and cool. Kolin, what the fuck? Look at these big ass rocks. While active, Kolin's punch attacks and hailstorm will be strengthened. Additionally, she has a forward dash which will slide across the floor on a sheet of ice. So her punch attacks, which are all a chop chop chop, and hailstorm will be strengthened. Yeah, the hailstorm looks gigantic. Additionally, she has a forward dash which will slide across the floor on a sheet of ice. She can also press the heavies together to perform Frost Edge. During this move, Kolin's attacks will be given dash properties similar to medium Vandy Step. Okay. She can perform a high-speed Frost Edge from her forward dash. And if it hits, press heavy punch plus heavy kick for reverse javelin, which will freeze the opponent and prevent them from recovering stun meter. That's kind of like a... Let's see, she can perform a high-speed Frost Edge from her forward dash. And if it hits, she can press it again for reverse javelin, which freezes the opponent. So this is basically, you get one chance to stun them, plus additional strengthening on all your other attacks versus her current V-Trigger, which does 2 of them. I think this one sounds cool. Sounds promising. Sounds promising. Iceman, she's basically Ice Woman, yeah. Ed, Enhanced Snatcher. While active, press heavy punch, heavy kick to perform an enhanced version of Psycho Snatcher. Okay. The Ultra Snatcher. Do you have an Ultra Snatch? Because I'm an Ultra Snatcher. Use the directional buttons to change between the ground and anti-air versions. For Ultra Snatcher, ground, Ed will fly towards opponent to strike. On hit, he will be able to combo afterwards and on block. Ed will be at the advantage. That's cool. I wonder how this works, like whether it's like a one-time use or if you can do it unlimited times while he has the V meter running, you know? Or if it's more like how Nash's is currently. Ultra Snatcher Air can be used both in anti-air and in juggle combos. Meh. And in juggle combos. Sounds aight. Abigail. Whoa, look at that charge. While active, Abigail will be able to use a powerful tackle move Metro Crash. By pressing the heavies, it can be strengthened to a second level upon holding down the buttons. He'll have hyper armor while charging, letting him absorb multiple hits. However, the charge will be vulnerable to throws and critical arts. Maximum charge Metro Crash with guard break as well. And Abigail keeps his hyper armor even while moving forward. This sounds like a really good scrub killer. This sounds like a juggernaut pitch, exactly. This sounds like a super good scrub killer. Like, people are not going to know to like throw or do a critical art, so they're all going to be like trying to hit buttons and shit, and then you're just going to guard break them and kill them. So that sounds pretty fun. Menat, Prophecy of Thought. Prophecy of Thought surrounds with Menat with 6 soul power energy orbs. Use Judgment of Thought to fire them all at once. After Judgment of Thought, Menat can get a new set of orbs by pressing heavy punch plus heavy kick. Use a reverse quarter circle with different punch buttons to change the orb trajectory when firing, for use to controlling the opponent's movements, anti-air, and extending combos. Menat is one of those characters I haven't played enough of yet, but from what I saw in the trailer, she sends out like 3 at a time. So it's like, I don't know, like from whenever I see Menat, all I see are balls flying everywhere. So sounds like she's got more balls flying everywhere. Yeah, she's got the Prophecy of Thought. And then Zeku, both old and young Zeku share the same V-Trigger. Upon activation, Zeku moves forward to launch or kick. If it connects, Zeku will switch identities to continue attacking. So either one, whether you're young or old, it's going to switch on hit. That's priority against all non-grounded strike attacks. Priority? What the hell is priority? Seeing priority as an official term from like Capcom is a very odd thing. It has priority against all non-grounded strike attacks. Which I guess there is a priority system though, right? So against all non-grounded strike attacks. So if anyone does a jump and attack, it's basically an amazing anti-air. That's what that means. It's gonna work as an anti-air. Use the directional button to determine what side Zeku will land on after the additional attacks, allowing him to switch sides with his opponent. Every single one of these new V-Triggers is playable, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so sick anti-air. I mean, I guess it's probably going to be situational then about like what character you're going against. Priority system is crush counter system. Nah, it's like in Killer Instinct there are different things too, but I think if you hit on the same frame, I think the heavier button wins. So if like your active range start at the same time between like a light and a heavy, I think the heavy wins. That's a priority system. Aha, Super D with the move list. So I have to log in for it. I don't have to remember my password. Oh snap, look at Ryu. V-Trigger 1, V-Trigger 2. Unique attacks, solar plexus, axe kick, collarbone. Damn, I haven't used Ryu in a minute. Damn, it's back, dude. It's back. Fucking donkey kick is back for Ryu. Shit, that sounds so tight. Is Ryu gonna be good again? Man, it could be good. I hope Ryu is good again. That would be super cool. Where's Urien? Did he get anything new? Damn, that's crazy that they have a different tab for Street Fighter V for Street Fighter V AE. Spartan Bomb, Aegis Reflector. Chariot Tackle, Knee Drop, Headbutt. Fireball, Aegis Reflector, Tyrant Blaze. Alright, he doesn't get anything new. Alright. Bear witness, bitch. Man, fucking Urien, dude. Make DPs great again? Oh yeah. I definitely need to go get a frame. I think I might go get a frame. What day's tomorrow's Friday, right? What makes Ryu not so good in the current version? It's not so much the individual moveset that he has. It's more the frame data and like the hitboxes of his attacks. Like his crouching forward is pretty whack. They changed his crouching fierce, but it's like why? But this shit is too good. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. And this type. It's me and Urien. E-League, boys. E-League. God, I love this thing. What up, Solid Diva? I gotta get a frame for this tomorrow. It finally came in the mail. Just like yesterday, or not yesterday, like earlier last week. Look at this bad boy. God, it's sick. I need to frame this thing. I should have definitely opened up my shirt for it, but still. It's so sick. Oh man. Good old E-League, man. Production value to the max. Whoa, look at that. That's the chat. I gotta sign your book, Kenny. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's so funny. I had these extra copies.